In the middle, Soldo and Jacobs, who's back into the side. Jacobs in the path of Cornelio. Cornelio, little kick, went nowhere. Jacobs, handball. Kelly involved. Hopper, Shaw. So easing out of the middle here.
Holding, GWS.
Cameron has got the footy just forward of centre wing here, looking to get it deep inside 50. Goes the short kick and just a little bit too far out for Daniels to score.
So it looked like Broad had the early Cameron match-up, didn't it? So we'll follow that. So Kelly on the end of this. So a great way to start for Kelly. He's got a good leg. Well, he doesn't do that. He decides to stick it up towards about the 20-metre mark. Green was lurking, not quite. Daniels, who passed it earlier.
Hands out the back, Higgins. Neat little ball. Wasn't that a good kick? Beautiful kick to Bolton. Bolton played well last week. Takes a bounce. Centering ball. High ball. I think it's Castagna down there. One-on-one with Davis. Did well. Kept it alive. Kept his feet as well. Soccer's off the ground. Well done.
It was just good use, wasn't it? The long down the line. But the one thing that they know, they're predictable to one another, the Tigers. They kick it down the line. They get numbers to that spot. And I reckon Phil Davis will be disappointed with himself there. Should have got a fist on that. That should have gone through for behind. And then as soon as he went to ground, well, the smaller Castagna was always going to be too nimble.
Affiliated as well, weren't they? Here is Bolton in the centre of the ground, and we've talked about pre-match and how he played so well last week.
Tomlin's held by the arm.
Keefe, I think it is. Yep. Giants caught in the headlights a bit here. Coming back, not quite. So the Tigers, Lynch missed one that you probably think he would have got. Soldo, Martin up and about early. Dusty, second inside 50 for him. There is the doubling up. Lynch almost revolt onto it. Gee, we saw a great example there, didn't we? Yeah. So what's he do this time? This time a little deeper. Jacobs in a good spot. He's got it source.
His confidence. A world of good.
And caresses at home, Duck. So the Giants are on the board.
As well off half-back, Bruce, pushing up the ground. I said he had to do that to take, if he does get Grimes, to get up the ground. And then that's a really strong mark from Sauce Jacobs.
And a big night for the
ball ground to Langdon.
50 metres against Derry.
So Langdon now, as a result of all of that, has this, a relatively simple goal. Nursed it too much to the right.
There. Keefe did pretty well. McIntosh round the body. Floating ball. Gee, Higgins, that's great skills. Gets it to Bolton. We've seen this before. Higgins to Bolton. And then Bolton going for goal.
All sneaky little handball. They're away. Out. Good hands from Perryman initially. Green involved on a couple of occasions there. And now the kick needs to be good from Perryman. And it'll be a GWS ball, and
I've got it, Harry,
it's a
leave it to
Taranto
me.
free.
Harry,
And
jump out and leave it to
not
me,
happy
mate.
with the treatment he
He's got
got.
the free.
So Jacobs,
Play on,
Caldwell,
play on.
Langdon, who was touched on the way through. And is it over? Is there from Keefe to Hopper. Hopper within range, I would have thought now. Kicks to the top of the goal square.
Holding the arm.
So just controlling the footy.
Should goal, got back to form last week. He's had a roller coaster season. And the Giants do strike again, so they hit the front.
Cameron likewise, funded out the handball to Daniels. Daniels to Finlayson. Neat little ball. Well done by Cameron. Well done by Igmalee Smith in a defensive attitude as well, and Grimes.
Good hands in close by Cornelio. May get a second crack at it. Bolton's been good. That's holding the ball.
Holding the ball, GWS, advantage.
Advantage to Ash, and again. So probably got to go the conventional drop punt. He's a long way out. Set shots have been good for the Giants this year. Their leading players have hardly missed between them. 7-1 Green. Have a look at that. Never, ever going to miss.
Umpires and their families as well. Here's Bolton through heavy traffic. Thank you to the umpires. Bolton goes out wide. Castagna again.
Haven't got a left foot, you have to go the banana. And by the looks of it,
he's going with the left.
He's going with the left.
He's going to back it. And he's got enough in his left from there. Thought about it, worked it, just didn't quite get enough of spin on the ball. He hit it pretty.
He was lively that day, just couldn't quite nail those goals, but the fine player is Whitfield. Well done, Shoal. I'm not sure what Whitfield was thinking about. Martin threw it.
So quick and so elite in doing it. But it's happening a lot. That's a push for the initial free kick.
Sweet.
So this is Nash, deep inside 50. High footy, Rewalt there and amongst two. Rioli out the back, tries to keep it alive, does. Smartly Davis, little risky, uncertain about it. Got caught right on the line.
The ball.
He didn't know whether to zig or zag.
In
the end, he stood still. Around the corner here. Couple of steps, bang, goal. Richmond have got their second.
Well, it's all about knowing the rules of the game. He's under extreme pressure. You're allowed to just walk that through,
I reckon because no one came at him, it put him into... I know what you're saying is right, but I reckon I'm trying to read his mind. He's
down the line. Actually, more to half forward, and Pickett just drifted in and outmarks Haynes. Well, we saw him kick a goal in the grand final for about here, and he's sort of in too much. Hodgie just a quick...
But he's not preferred. Castagna, he did it with such great confidence as well. There's an opportunity, picked up by Pickett, onto Higgins, 30 and closing offline. Higgins high ball on the head of Lynch. Keith waited for Davis to come across the front. It was well done by Keith.
In his a milestone game, just sets it to about 25 metres. Rewalt had a good fly. Arts has kicked a goal. He might be in trouble here.
Holding the ball, must make an attempt.
They wrap themselves up. Jacobs wins the tap. Pickett. It's far out.
Almost felt a bit...
Final, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
Was he a bit... This is about what he... Maybe slightly further out. Gee, he's kicked that well for distance.
No, just one touch. Rewalt Narts and Elise Smith also one touch. So plenty of Richmond players, even though they're playing well, can get a bit more footy. McIntosh just tries to caress it towards the goal.
Sure, he's got the trip here if he wants it. Decides not to. Bolton on the burst. Long, high. Hanson.
So this all comes about from that rush kick from Haynes. You see there, Shaw takes the mark, then gets it to Bolton. But that's what the Tigers, that's their bread and butter. That's their mantra. Put enough pressure on that it's a rush kick. And then they send it back inside.
Yeah, very selfless. Gave the handball off to Rioli. Rioli's got it all to do. Daniels is all over him. Got him in the bare heart, and he's taken him on, Daniel. So he'd be penalised here, I reckon. He'd be lucky to get away with it. Here from Art to be first there to the spot where the ball needed to be. Dusty, bit of a bang there, and Himmelberg's got a sore arm or hand as a result of all of that. In the meantime, the ball goes deep inside 50. Joel gathers near the boundary line and had to take it over to control any footy in this quarter at their end at all. It's a free. So Martin, he'll want to go. Here he does now. Round the corner, high footy. Drifting to the right hand.
Mark, kick mark. Richmond
Absolutely brilliant. He had nowhere to go. He had no players forward of him and pulled the kick right at the last.
It's not working in sync without Haynes out there.
Cordwell, boot to ball. Green, strong.
You talk about rope-a-dope, Bruce, to be able to cop all of those inside 50s for all of this quarter and not get scored against.
Toby Green basically directly in front. Distance is the only question mark here. Man on the mark's gone back a long way. Jack Rewalt. Now he comes forward, kick on the way. That'll bend right. That's perfect. Toby Green, absolute star.
Look at this, great goal here from Green. But look at Himmelberg in the goal square, puts a little block on. We just miss it there with Green's celebration, but Himmelberg was in the goal square. That touch it on the line. As you see here, just smart thinking, just putting a body on the line.
It's a point in front. Perryman to the expected spot. Across the face was Cameron, came from nowhere. Canelio, Kelly, creative, got beat the ball, he's got it. 2 in a row, 2 in a couple of minutes for GWS.
And Duck in this quarter, 3 times inside 50. Have a look at his lovely hands. 3 times inside 50 for 2 goals. Richmond 13 times inside 50 for 1 goal, 3.
Yeah, and just so efficient. I mean, can they maintain that? I think in the second half, Bruce, they're going to...
Robert O'Gorman to throw it up. Soldo out the back. And a throw, says the umpire. Castagna with the free.
Jason,
and
behind your mark.
That'll just about do it.
Behind your mark.
Gee, what a fascinating first half. I mean, GWS looked terrific for most of the opening term.